Hey YouTube! In this video I'm going to show you how to download an amazing application called Filelinked. I'm also going to show you how to use this application. I'm going to show you how you can get the beta version if you're an adventurous sort. I'm going to show you how you can get the dev version if you're a dev sort. I'm also going to show you where you can find 60 plus of the absolute best Filelinked codes around. And hopefully we can wrap this video up in just a couple minutes here. So, from the home screen of our Firestick, we want to scroll all the way to the right until we reach settings. From there, we want to go down once, and then scroll most of the way to the right until we reach My Fire TV. Go ahead and click the center button on that, and then we're going to go down once to Developer Options. Click the center button, and we'll want to turn on both of these, so both ADB debugging and apps from unknown sources. Click the center button, scroll down once, click the center button, and then we'll get a pop-up here. Here we want to click on Turn On. So at this point, we're done with adjusting the settings. Now we're going to click the Home button on our remote, and this time we want to scroll once to the left. It's going to be a little tiny magnifying glass in the upper left-hand corner. Now what this does is it allows us to search the official Amazon App Store. So we're going to get an official app called Downloader. So you can either say Downloader to your voice-enabled remote, or I typically just start typing it. By the time I get DO in, it pops up as a suggestion. So I scroll down to the suggestion and click the center button on it. And now we can recognize the downloader icon. It's bright orange. I'm going to click on it. And then it could say Get or Download here, same difference. We want to click on that. And then Downloader is fortunately not a very big application whatsoever. Neither is Filelinked for that matter. And by this point, we're already ready to open it. So I'm going to click on it, and we'll have two pop-ups here this time that we want to approve. So the first one is on Allow, and then the second one is on OK. So here, we're just going to type in get.filelinked.com. So we're going to use get as the subdomain. You could go to filelinked.com, and then it would change Downloader into browser functionality, and you'd have to click on an icon. This just removes steps from the process. So we're going to do get.filelinked. So again, get.filelinked.com. I'll definitely have that URL in the description. Always helps when you put the actual .com on there. And so if you still need it, pause the video. If not, let's go ahead and go. And the download will automatically start. It's 11 megabytes. It's going to fly pretty quickly here. And we want to move once to the right and then click on Install. And again, since it's only 11 megabytes, this won't take very long at all. We do always want to delete the APK files, so I'm just going to click on Done for now. You can see the pop-up in the lower right-hand corner saying that it was successfully installed. So I'm going to right-click and then center-click on Delete, and then go to the left and then confirm the deletion. You can always go back to the File section in Downloader and delete at a later time. The other thing I want to show you before exiting Downloader is how to get the beta and dev versions of the app. So what I've gone ahead and done is set up a redirect to where the Filelinked developer hosts these. So we're going to enter my website URL, so review REVIEWVPN.com special character / and then in this case it's just going to be FLB. So the FLB stands for Filelinked Beta, but this is just going to be a redirect that takes us over to the developer's host, aptly named Feral Hosting. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Go now. And so we're already going to be in his beta directory. You can see that because it's apps and then beta. If we went to the parent directory, that is the latest official version. So this is actually his beta version of Filelinked, which was more recently updated than his official version. And here is the dev version of Filelinked. So, pretty cool if you like to tinker. So now I'm going to click the home button. And now when I go down to the second row, your apps and channels, because I have so many installed, I can just scroll once to the left. If you have fewer apps installed, you'll find Filelinked farther down the list. So I'm going to scroll once to the left and find Filelinked all the way at the bottom. If I want to move it, I can click the button with the 3 lines on it. I can either pick move to front or move to a specific location. So if I did move to front, it would have just gone right there. So now I'm going to open Filelinked for the first time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my code at first. This is my personal code. If you use it, please subscribe to the channel. It's up to 118 applications and site links and growing. So it's going to be 6, 7, 6, 6, 4, 5, 3, 7. Again, 6, 7, 6, 6, 4, 5, 3, 7. I'll definitely have that in the description, but if you still want to write it down, please pause the video. For now, I'm going to go ahead and click on Next. And now I want to click on Continue. So, the first thing I do want to point out is if you're using Filelinked to get third-party applications, you definitely want to be using a VPN service if you're in the Western world. That's because a VPN service allows you to hide all your online activities, and it can allow you to access additional content by breaking down geographical restrictions. So by additional content, think of BBC iPlayer, think of changing Netflix regions, think of just even accessing additional streams in streaming apps like Cyberflix, Cinema HD, things along those lines. So I'm going to dismiss this pop-up, and what I want to show you, because the first few now, these are just links to websites. Well, this one's actually the Filelinked application, but it's mostly intended to have you use it as a link to a website. Now, when there's a question mark like this, that means that there's a tutorial or a page available. So for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and click on this, and then click on View Tutorial. And then what it does is it opens the Amazon Silk browser, and here's a website that I have loaded to allow you guys access to a really cool site. So I'm going to go back at this point and then open Filelinked again. And this time I want to show you how to download an application. By the way, feel free to get any application in here. That's what it's made for. So these are all great free movie and TV show streaming apps. All the way down to about here. Then there's some live TV stuff, and it goes all the way to the bottom. The bottom is just going to be adult content for those of you that might be interested in that, or apps that allow you to access adult content. The top section here is devoted to Cody, but the main thing that I want to show you in here, so let's just go ahead and get a really small application here. In this case, we're going to get MX Player Pro. We click on the download arrow once. You want to watch this icon at the end. It will switch to a play button. Let's go ahead and click on that. Now it'll bring up the installation process. I right click, the app installs. Awesome. And now once this app installs, I'm just going to go ahead and click on Done. And the last thing that I want to show you here, the reason that I have the Filelinked section here is if we scroll over to the question mark again and then click on View Tutorial, this will bring you to my website this time with all the best Filelinked codes. So we're still in the process of updating this, but I did start out with the top 5 codes up here. Stream and Tech now, I mean, he's got like 600 plus apps and sites, so it's really hard to compete with that. I put mine second because it's my website, and our objective, and I think we can reach this, is probably by the end of May. I hope to have mine up to about 200 apps and websites. We do update it monthly. Electrical MD, he's the biggest YouTuber. New Tech, second biggest. Dr. Venture, been around a really long time, over 200,000 subscribers. And this is just a really great list of codes. Now we are going through right now and marking the last time the apps were updated and all these codes. And then what we're going to do is sort them into the most popular sections that you can see here. And we're also going to add step-by-step screenshots on how to install it. So I hope that this will be a really helpful resource, and potentially by the time that you view this video, it will have all those sections filled out. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to find videos on all the best streaming applications. And most importantly, have a great day. Thanks.